Hey there, Pisces. This is your December read. Got the cards laid out. And if you like this art, it's called Expanding Your Heart. There's lots of products you can get this printed on. It's all about the love vibration. Go to kellylunt.com/store to increase the love in your life. Okay, but Pisces. So I pulled out your cards. You got the King of Swords upright, Seven of Swords upright, Strength reversed, Five of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords upright. Wow. Okay, can I get some clarity? Is this love or business? It's both, actually. A little bit more for your love life, Pisces. Whatever situation you've got yourself in, Pisces, you're definitely at a place where you're thinking, I've got to be strong. I've got to get through this. I've got to be hard. I've got to be the tough one. I have to be the leader. But in reality, maybe you're feeling betrayed. Maybe you feel like the other person's being sneaky. You might even just be feeling like the other person is coasting and not pulling their weight. Whatever situation you've got yourself in that you're thinking, I have to be strong, I have to be courageous, I have to be the leader, you definitely think that the other person kind of, well, just wasn't fully honest with their intentions. And maybe, like, let's just use the example. Let's say you were dating someone and they got pregnant, but they told you, oh, I'm on the pill, don't worry. But then she's pregnant, and when you ask, like, oh, I thought you were on the pill, and she says, oh, I stopped taking it, or oh, I was 3 days late. So now that's kind of thrusted you into the father position, the husband position. And there's just a little bit of resentment for being in that position, because there's something about, like, they weren't fully honest. It's like, had you told me you stopped taking the pill, I would have, done something else, but they didn't even give you the opportunity. So you got to process that little bit of resentment, Pisces, because otherwise it's just going to, like, build and build and build. Because right now you're feeling strength reversed, which means your emotions aren't feeling balanced, which means, like, you're happy, life overall is good, but you're just, like, feeling not as happy as you could be. And it's essentially because you're not processing the emotions. Because there's nothing wrong. It's kind of like, let's go with the example that I gave. It's kind of like, let's say that did happen. You're just ignoring the fact that, in a way, there was, I mean, I don't want to say deception as in completely sneaky, but there was a little bit of misinformation that wasn't presented to you. So it would have been okay for you to go, wow, I really wish you had told me that. And I'm happy to be a father. Like, right now, it looks like there's a little bit of hyper focus on, well, I don't want them to feel like left alone and abandoned. I don't want, she should have her happy experience of, I'm pregnant and he's happy. It's like there's a little bit more focus on them, and you didn't fully express yourself. Because there really been nothing wrong. Pisces is saying, wow, we're gonna have a baby. Oh my God, I'm so happy. And also been like, wait a second though, I thought you said this. Like, wow, I wish you told me that, because at least I could have been a little more prepared, a little bit more, felt like we were on the same page. And then right then and there, you need to have a clarity conversation about you two moving forward. Because right now there's just a little bit of mistrust between you two. And that's why, as of right now, you're not gonna be fully happy with them. And you kind of feel like you're biting your tongue a bit. You feel like there's a lot of energy on your part being put forth of keeping the peace. But guys, that's going to build to resentment, because overall your lesson right now is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, the full embodiment in the Queen of Swords is being willing to be fully authentic with how you feel about your emotions, and being able to express them, even if what you have to express might hurt the other person. And it's kind of like, I'll give you a simple example. If there's a 5-year-old who's, mom, I want to go to the park, and the mom is just so tired, doesn't have it in her. If the mom was acting the way you were, it would have been, okay, hun, let's go. Where in reality, it would have been, hun, I know you really want to go to the park, but I'm so tired. I really need an in day today. Maybe could you just go play outside, or maybe you can call your friend. And if your son, the 5-year-old, goes, oh, mom, is all disappointed, you've got to be willing to do that. Wow, I really wish you told me you took the pill 3 days late. Because then what happens right now, you're just going to build a little bit of resentment. You're going to feel a little bit of disconnect from them. It's going to be one of those situations where it's like, hon, the baby needs XYZ. Okay, here you go, babe. Here's the honey. Here's the money. But that's where like the mom and the child hyper focus on a relationship, and the dad's just a little bit purely provider role. You're not fully connected. Because if you had that conversation, it'd been like, well, hey, no, I love this. Let's hang out. Let's have the baby and all of that good stuff. But you needed to say, hey, well, let's talk about this going forward though. Because babe, if you say you're going to do something, I need to know that you're going to do it. I don't want to, be in a situation where you say you can pull off this work. I go then make a business deal, and then, oh, it turns out you're overbooked. You can't do it. Like, what can help make you feel more comfortable to tell me things like that? Because this is a big deal. This was a life-altering decision, and I just want to make sure, since we're moving forward together as a family, as a unit, I want to make sure that we both feel fully comfortable expressing our emotions. So do you see how that could have been a very loving conversation, loving and connecting? Wow, he's disappointed in me, but wow, he's turning this into a how do we feel more comfortable going forward? You really, Pisces, have got to be okay with saying things that might sting someone else, as long as it's coming from a place of full authenticity with yourself and with a full desire to connect deeper with the person. Then it's about love and connecting versus being a confrontational asshole. Let me see if there's any more. Yeah, it's kind of put you, because you didn't speak up. The whole Five of Swords is the one where you're biting your tongue. Look, you got the Emperor and the Empress reverting it, clarifying it. So you're literally kind of oscillating back and forth between your emotions, between I gotta have control, I gotta be the strong one. Oh, but I just want to like have fun and feel my feelings. But when you feel your feelings, you can't help but feel that little bit of betrayal. So then you go, wait, I just got to maintain a control over my emotions. So you're literally oscillating up and down between your emotions. And Pisces, the quickest way to get on a phone call with me is book a consultation call. Go to my website, go to the Work With Me page, and I have a consultation call on there. We can upgrade it to a package. The full consultation price can be reverted to a down payment for a longer term package. But if you need help with that oscillation of the emotions, oh my God, I can help you with that so easily. It's just recognize though that no, you're not going crazy. No, you're not insane. No, you're not an emotionally imbalanced person, because this can easily lead to doubting yourself. If you're really sane, you can just quickly start with the mind fuckery. I mean, doubting yourself, but no, in reality, it's because you're suppressing this and didn't express it. And you're putting on the strong front. And even though, like, come on, Pisces, you're a water sign. You want to be the Empress. You want to be the free-flowing, emotional, loving person that you are. But when you tap into your emotions right now, it just doesn't feel good. Instead of avoiding it, instead of like, wait, I don't want to feel like I was forced into fatherhood, allow yourself to fully feel the emotions, process them, let them through, and then make sure you and your partner are good with your communication going forward. Yeah, because look, there is love between you and the other person. You got the 10 of Cups. It's reversed, so it does indicate it's not full love. So you have passion with the person. You have love with the person. There's great potential for you two to be that happy, married, that just that happy couple. So the potential's there with this person, okay? You really just got to be willing to have that like clarity conversation. That makes me feel so good for you, Pisces, that potential is actually there. Yeah, so the Queen of Swords upright is the lesson that you're learning right now about how to have those frank, difficult conversations, expressing it in a very loving way. But you got the Hanged on this deck. It's the Hanged Woman, but you got the Hanged Man reverse. So upright, it's like, man, there's nothing I could do about this. But you're acting and feeling like there's nothing you could do about it, but that's simply not true. I mean, I literally gave you can use what I gave you verbatim to strike the conversation. And the person might have a reaction of, babe, I didn't trick you. I can't believe you would think that. No, babe, come here. I didn't say that. I was under the impression that we were acting while you were on the pill, and that wasn't the case. And I want to check in to see why. Did you feel uncomfortable? Did you think it was no big deal? Because I know for me, this is definitely something that I would have liked to have known, so that going forward, we can I'm trying to make sure that we're always on the same page. We're going to have the baby. I love you. You love me. So they might react that way, but then you just reassure them of no, no, no. My intention with this conversation is for us to get closer. My intention with this conversation is to make sure we're good. Um, so there is something you can do about it. Yeah, so you got the strength reverse clarified by the Nine of Swords reverse. The Nine of Swords upright is the ultimate in your head torture card. It's reversed though, so it's kind of like the worst of it's over. But Pisces, excuse me, you don't want to suppress. You don't want to just be a little numb. You don't want to be in that Emperor, Empress oscillating mode. So because it's not as bad as it used to be, you're kind of just trying to sweep it under the rug. Yeah, and you're missing the good old days. It's definitely like you're sweeping it under the rug, and you're kind of thinking that it's, oh, I just miss the single life. And keep in mind, guys, this might be work related. I'm just giving you an example to highlight the lesson the cards are trying to teach you right now. You're thinking that your sadness is coming from, oh, I just miss my old life, but I got to be tough. I got to be tough, and I got to strengthen up and just recognize that my life has changed and get through it, grin, bear it, and find the silver lining and happy, happy, joy, joy. But in reality, like, it's not that you're missing your old, that might be there a little bit, 100% for sure, because there is a transition going from single to couple, couple to married, married to we have a kid now and a family. Like, it's a complete lifestyle change. But you're thinking it's all that, and that there's something wrong with you, that you're not happy to be a family person, to be part of a family. And like, just, well, quit the mind. Hopefully this video is enough to help you quit the mind fuckery and have the conversation with them. If not, book a consultation call with me. I'll help you. This is my area of expertise. It's not all that. It's that there is a part of you that's like, wait, whoa, can I take this other person at their word? All right, let's see. So what advice do you have for Pisces? Pisces just going forward. Guys, you got the Princess of Pentacles upright, which is a communication card. It's being willing to have the conversation, and it's the Pentacles suit instead of the sword suit. So the sword suit is the card where sometimes you can feel evil or bad for even bringing up the topic. The Pentacles is recognizing that the conversation that you want to have is one that is loving in nature and will ultimately build a good foundation for you guys going forward. Okay, so it's recognizing that even though you might feel awkward, bad, evil for the topics, for the feelings, it's recognizing that the conversation will actually bring more love between the two of you. And then you write King of Wands, have the conversation, recognizing that it's going to tap you in to like being more passionate than you ever have been before with your life, because it's going to give you that liberation of like, I can be me, I can show up as me and be in a relationship, and it's okay for me to not like some of the things my partner does and to like the majority of the things that my partner does. It's how comfortable do you feel. So this honestly comes from daddy issues. Not necessarily daddy issues, but it comes from when you were younger. You weren't able to kind of speak out against authority. You weren't able to, if your dad or your mom, I am getting kind of fatherly energy here, but it could be any parent. If they said an idea and if you weren't, okay, let's do it, you kind of got reprimanded a bit. So that's why it's a little hard for you to have this conversation. It just comes from when you were younger. You weren't able to say, oh, can we like tweak it a little bit? You weren't able to contribute back. It was just like, I know best, we must do this plan. And if you spoke out against it, like the other person just, it didn't sit well with them. So it's like recognizing though that you're recreating a whole new, if you want to use the word karmic family dynamic, you're creating a whole new family dynamic if you're willing to have this conversation with that person that will ultimately lead you to the Fool card upright, which is where you start a new journey. Yeah, and the new journey, a High Priestess reversed. Well, it still means this is the start. Well, you got the Fool card, so it means it's the start of the journey, right? It's the start of a journey to be more tapped into your own intuition. There'll be less confusion in your life because you essentially won't be suppressing. So you won't have two emotions going at once, but you're ignoring one. That's why you always feel a little confused, Pisces. So it's the start of the journey to fully trusting yourself and full authenticity, presence, if you're a big Eckhart Tolle fan, and developing your intuition. So Pisces, good luck. I hope this helped you. Again, you can book a consultation with me. Just go to kellylunt.com and navigate to the Work With Me tab and book a consultation call if you want some immediate help with this. That's the quickest way to get on a phone call with me. If you like the art, it's called Expanding Your Heart. You can go to kellylunt.com/store. This art will help you with the communication of expressing yourself with more love. So even the art will help you with this issue. But if, comment below, let me know how this video helped you. Let me know how it resonated with you. Give it a thumbs up if you want to, subscribe if you want to, but come hang out more, because this is definitely a solvable problem, Pisces, that will lead you to a more loving life. All right, Pisces, love you. Good luck. Oh, thank you for the super chat, whoever did it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Love you guys.